So anyway, how can you elect a Muslim? Muslims, Allahu Akbar people, do not like Christians and they don't like Jews. We are the infidels, worthy of death. And whatever, according to the little Quran, whatever you can do to deceive them, they say do it. Lie to them, pretend, act like you like the black people, whatever it takes. Act like you like the black people going to follow you. So whatever it takes. And they elected this woman, more than just one person, but this one is just out of control, the other one too. This woman by the name of Ilhan Omar, the Minnesota Democrat Ilhan Omar is now facing backlash after her speech at a Muslim rights event. When did Muslims get rights in our country? And if Muslims are so tough, why don't they go back to their own country and be tough over there? Especially this little woman with the head rag on. Why they come to America and tell us what to do, how to treat them, or how we should treat them, or what we should or should not do? I don't understand that kind of bravery. Why are you so tough in America, but you're a coward in your own country? But anyway, so this woman, Ilhan Omar, is facing backlash after her speech at a Muslim rights group event. It's when she described, listen to this, folks. This woman described 9/11 Al-Qaeda terror attack as something some people did. Something some people did. You think that's love for America? She spoke at a Council on American-Islamic Relations, better known as CAIR, fundraiser last month, where she called upon other Muslim Americans to continue to make people uncomfortable. Can we say Allahu Akbar? She said to the other Muslim Americans to continue to make people uncomfortable. Is that good advice? And she said for them to do this with their activism and presence in society. What's happening in Europe is starting in America because you hired this woman into your government. Why would you put your enemy over you? This is from the Daily Caller. The Muslim representative tell the Muslim audience to raise hell because she's tired of being a second-class citizen. Then go back to your country and raise hell. Here we go.
So to me, I say raise hell. Make people uncomfortable.
That's scary.
Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. Far too long, we have lived with the discomfort of being a second-class citizen. And frankly, I'm tired of it. And every single Muslim in this country should be tired of it.
Well, take your tired butt back to your country. Really, if you're that unhappy in a free nation, go back to your country and see how things go over there. Why is this woman in the rag so brave in America, but a coward? And all, did you hear those Muslims applauding in the background? They're like, yeah, make them uncomfortable. I'm tired. And America just, oh, poor thing. You're colored. I know what you feel. We're just going to sit back and be nice and not speak up, not get you out of office, and let it happen. So here's Ilhan describing the 9/11 Al-Qaeda terrorist attack as something some people did. Can you imagine this? Here we go.
CAIR was founded after 9/11. because they recognized that some people did something and
Yeah.
that all of us were starting to lose access to our civil liberties. So you can't just say that today someone is looking at me strange, that I am going to try to make myself look pleasant. You have to say, this person is looking at me strange. I am not comfortable with it. I am going to go talk to them and ask them why. Because that is a right you have.
I wish he would approach me. I'm like, look, lady, it's not my problem you feel uncomfortable. That's your problem. Your dad and your mama problem. They raised you that way. You can't make people feel comfortable. That's ridiculous. And now she want to blame other people. And if she's that uncomfortable in America, she can always go back to Tibet, wherever she came from. Where'd she come from? Somalia. And see how comfortable you are in Somalia. Isn't she supposed to be like a refugee or something? How in the world do these people come to our country and act this way? I remember when the radical, far-left, evil Black Lives Matter people, worse than the KKK, were going into cafes where white people were and attacking them by saying, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And white people like, oh, dear, I'm so sorry. You want some of my lunch? You can have it free. I know Black Lives Matter. White Americans, speak up, get these people out of government, vote them out, and send them back to Somalia, wherever they're coming from. You cannot come to this country and do this. Put our lives at risk. Talk to the folk from Europe. Talk to the folk from Africa, Mummy Africa. Talk to the white people over there. It's not funny, but let's see what happens. This woman, Ilhan, also tried to blame President Trump for the New Zealand mass shooting, saying he's aware of his influence. But his influence is good, Muslim lady. Here we go.
So we are coming off a tragic nightmare that has happened to Muslims in New Zealand. So we all kind of knew that this was happening. But the reason I think that many of us knew that this was going to get worse is that we finally have a leader, a world leader in the White House
Thank
who
God.
publicly says Islam hates us, who fuels hate against Muslims, who think it is okay. It is okay to speak about a faith and a whole community in a way that is dehumanizing, vilifying, and doesn't understand, or at least makes us want to think that he doesn't understand the consequences that his words might have.
This woman is a dangerous woman, folks, in a negative way. This woman is encouraging hatred, even more hatred toward America. Now, you can sit there and pretend you don't see it, or you can vote her out and ship her back to her country. It's up to you. She should not be in America. It's strange to me, well, not strange, but it's interesting in that when Americans are killed by Muslims, we just had some soldiers killed over some other country with a car bombing thing by the Muslims. I don't hear her talking about that. When Americans are killed by Muslims, we don't hear the Muslims coming out defending, standing up for Americans and denouncing what has happened to Americans, or them calling it American phobia. Americophobia, whatever. They don't say a word. How come y'all can't see this? How, and then the other stupid Muslim person, woman, whatever her name is, Rashida Tlaib, she said something about that she's going to do something to the president. What did she say? Vote that effer out or something? Whatever she said. These people should not be in our government. Why are these refugees and these immigrants and these illegal aliens coming to our country and taking over? And happy and dancing about it, and no one does anything. And what I mean by does anything, why do you not vote them out? First of all, you should have never voted them in, but realize your mistake and vote them out. Send them back. They don't have to be here. We have a right to send them back to their country. That woman said, impeach the MFer, referring to President, the Great White Hope, President Trump, a Muslim woman. Okay, so this MFer let her into his country, and she want to vote the MFer out? And she said it to her, she did say that to her young son or something. What is wrong with America? I know what's wrong. Men are weak. They're beta male. And the women don't have it in them to vote these people out, be honest, and send them back. The men got to do it. Vote them out. Send them back. Don't be angry. Discern. And greater is he that's in you than he that's in this woman and in the world. Send them back. I just may become president so I can send all these people back. Y'all going back now. And send them right across the border, and then they have to find their way back to wherever town they came from. It's not my responsibility to fly them all the way back to their town. I didn't tell them to come here. Is it just me or what? I don't trust this Muslim woman. Listen at her. She doesn't like the Christians and the Jews. She does not deserve the freedom in America. She should be back in her country. Let her go back to where she came from. She came here as a refugee, and now she's showing the lack of appreciation. 9/11 was just something. There were over 3,000 people killed at the Tower Building in New York. How about the Pentagon and other areas where they kill other American citizens? It wasn't just something. A black man job is never done. A man worked from sun up to sundown. His job is never done. This is the craziest thing I ever seen in my country. I thought it was bad with the Black Lives Matter people. It's gotten worse now with the foreigners coming into our country. And watch how they're going to, the Black Lives Matter and these radical foreigners coming in, they're going to team up. And white people just, y'all just so nice. Look at the colors. The colors. Oh, feed them. Give them affirmative action. They want reparation. Give it to them. Well, who do you give it to? Just as long as you find a colored one. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.